Good morning, grade 4. This is a two-part video about persuasive essay writing. In the first part, part 1, we're going to talk about how do you change a thesis that started out as an opinion into a persuasive thesis. And then in the second part of the video, we're going to try identifying a persuasive thesis statement as well as the bullets, the examples, and the evidence in an actual persuasive essay. So here we go with part 1. Up here, I've got 3 examples of an opinion thesis. It's not the complete thesis statement because, as you'll notice, there's only the writer's opinion, but they don't give their bullet points. So we're just going to look at how to change the beginning part from an opinion to a persuasive. So the first one says, I like recess. To me, homework is terrible. And the last one, I think iPads are awesome. These are all examples of opinion theses because they include the words I, to me, or I think. And whenever you're talking about your opinion of something and you put an I or a me in there, it makes it an opinion thesis. And that's what we worked on in our last essay. Now we're going to try and change it to something that's persuasive. When you're writing about something persuasive, you're trying to not just tell your opinion, but tell why your opinion is the best one, and you're trying to get other people to agree with it. So I could change I like recess to recess is fun. All I did was take out the I. To change the next one, to me, homework is terrible, I can say homework is terrible. For the last one, I think iPads are awesome. I could change it to iPads are awesome. As soon as you take away the I or the me, it changes it from an opinion thesis into a persuasive thesis. Okay? So that's all you have to do for this first part. I just wanted to give you an introduction to what the difference is between an opinion and a persuasive thesis argument. Now we'll move on to part 2, which is where we're going to try to identify a thesis statement and bullets and examples or evidence in an actual persuasive essay. This is a persuasive essay written by a 4th grade student on the topic of uniforms. And right now we're only going to take a look at this first, her introduction paragraph. So here we go. No uniforms. Imagine everyone in the world looking exactly the same. Well, if you go to a school with school uniforms, that is what you will see. School uniforms are terrible. School uniforms are terrible because they make everyone look the same, they are expensive, and they do not allow you to express yourself. Everyone should try to stop school uniforms and get schools to go back to letting kids wear their own clothes. So in this beginning, in this introductory paragraph, we are going to look for the writer's opinion or what she thinks about school uniforms, and then her 3 reasons why, right? So we're basically looking for her thesis statement. So the first part I have to look for is, well, what is this student's opinion of uniforms? Does she think they're good or does she think they're bad? So what I want you to do is look through this first introduction paragraph and find what is her opinion, and that is what you are going to write in the box, which we'll get to in a minute. After we find her opinion of school uniforms, then we need to look for her 3 reasons or her 3 bullet points for why school uniforms are good or bad. Okay, so take a look now and see if you can find those 3 reasons why she thinks she has that opinion about school uniforms. Okay, once you've found her opinion and her 3 reasons why, you're going to open up the No Uniforms Boxes and Bullets document that I shared with you in Google Docs. So give me a minute and I'll pull it up. Okay, here we go. going to do is, after looking at the example, the introduction paragraph, you're going to write in the box what the student's opinion of school uniforms is. Okay, you can just double click on the box. Okay, add your answer into the text box, and then just say save and close, and it will appear in here. Then underneath, we want to know what are her 3 bullet points. What are her 3 reasons for why she likes uniforms or why she doesn't like uniforms? And you can just type those into bullet 1, bullet 2, and bullet number 3. Okay? The next step, after we've done that, we're going to go back and we're going to look at the example paragraph again. And now we're going to look at the next. Now we're going to look at her first bullet paragraph, okay? And here's where she explains why she holds the opinion she does. So let's take a look. The first reason why everyone should think school uniforms are terrible is because they make you look the same as everyone else. You will look the same as everyone else on picture day. You will look the same as everyone else on field trips. You will even look the same as everyone else on your birthday. You will never look special. Also, if everyone looks the same, people can get mixed up. For example, my friend Cassie told me that last week she was calling down the hallway to our other friend Emily. Emily, Emily, she kept calling, but the person didn't turn around. Then she did, and it turns out it wasn't even Emily. This shows that wearing school uniforms can make everyone look the same, and that is a reason why they are bad. The next step is to go back to your Google Doc about no uniforms, boxes, and bullets. Underneath the 3 bullets that you typed in before, now we're going to take a look at bullet number 1. And again, you're going to do the same thing. Just double click inside the text box, and you're going to type in what is her first reason why school uniforms are terrible. Okay? After that, once we've got that, it's only 1 sentence. After that, you're going to look for the examples or the evidence that she uses to support her reason. Okay? If we take a look back, you'll notice that the bullet should only be 1 sentence long. The examples and the evidence, I'll give you a hint, make up most of the paragraph. So she has a lot of examples and evidence in here. So make sure you look carefully that you get each one of them, okay? And when you found the bullet or her reason, and then you found the examples and the evidence, you're going to type those into the Word document for no uniforms, boxes, and bullets.